Today, we're going to look at the most powerful law of attraction technique that you can use anytime, as many times in the day as you want, to create the most magical results in your life. Let's begin. When we think manifestation, they think of the big stuff. They think of the marriage, they think of the overnight healing, they think of millions of dollars. But what you don't realize is you're manifesting your day-to-day life. And if in your day-to-day life, there's so much negativity happening, so many things are not going your way, you're going to start feeling like things don't go your way. Then it's very hard to start believing in all of this awesome stuff happening for you. So instead, if you use the technique we're going to look at today, which is called timelessness, you will be able to create magical miracle stuff every single day of your life. The wonderful things are happening to you every single day of your life, that you'll start believing that good things keep happening to you. Good things keep happening to you. And that will make it much easier to manifest this stuff. So it's almost like a shortcut. Are we excited to learn about timelessness? If we are, let's begin. Okay, so there are 3 parts to our timelessness practice. It is a form of visualization that you do before any event has happened. So let's say you're going to go to a wedding after a long time and you're nervous about it, or you're going for a presentation, or you're just going to work, or you have a sales webinar, or anything is happening, some event is happening, even if the event is you're just going on a car ride. First thing you're going to do is you're going to imagine one scene from that event. Whatever you want to happen for that day, whatever, even if you're just cooking, you want to create one scene from that moment where you're doing that activity, where that event is happening. So look at that scene first, okay? After that, you're going to imagine that you're in that scene and you are feeling in the present moment. You are feeling really good. So you're in that scene and you're feeling really good. You're feeling the vibe, the emotion you want to feel. For example, you want to have a really great presentation. So you imagine yourself giving the presentation and you're feeling in that moment, in that scene, you're feeling full of love and appreciation in your heart. You're feeling ease in your heart. However you want to feel during that scene, okay? So this is the second part. After the scene, so now the third part is you're going to imagine another scene where you finished that event, you've come back home, or you walked out of the presentation hall, or you just came back from the wedding, or you just finished your sales presentation. Whatever happened, you're looking at one scene after that event is done, or at the end of the day, you've come home, you're sitting in bed, you're imagining that scene. And then you are imagining the emotion you feel after you've come out of that experience. That emotion can be whatever you want it to be. You're feeling so hyper happy. What a wonderful day you've had. How beautiful that event went. My heart is so full of love and joy for what a beautiful time I had at the wedding. You're feeling as though the event is over and your heart is so full of that positive emotion that you want to feel. Okay, so you're assuming you've done the day and you felt so amazing at that event. And then you're going to create a remark. A remark basically means you're going to say something. Now imagine if you actually had a really wonderful time at the wedding and you come back home, what would you think to yourself? You would think, wow, what an amazing time I had at that wedding. I'm so appreciative of the beautiful time I had at the wedding. That's the thought you're going to think. That's the remark you're going to make to yourself, okay? So imagining yourself making this remark after the event is over, and you're thinking to yourself, you're making a remark in your head saying, wow, what an incredible time I had. Let's say it's about the presentation. You imagine that you finished that presentation and you're feeling so high and so elated. What's the remark you're making to yourself? You're thinking to yourself, what? Wow, what an incredible presentation that was. I'm so proud of myself. That went off so well. I'm so amazed that it went off so well. That's the remark you're making. So you're living the entire experience before you even had that experience. Now, the key here to make sure it works is holding this emotion for at least 17 seconds. So before 17 seconds is not a lot of time. Before you're leaving the house in the morning, or before you go into that meeting hall, or before you do your sales presentation, or before you cook, take 17 seconds to practice what that scene looked like, where you're going, what you're about to do, how you felt in that scene, the way you want to feel. Practice it in your heart. Really feel that feeling. Then imagine that you finished that event, you finished doing that thing, and then how you felt after finishing it, and make a mental remark to yourself saying, wow, what an amazing, you can do this even for the week. You can say, wow, what an amazing week I've had. What an aligned week I had. What a magical week I had. What an easy week I had. Everything got done and more. And I had so much time left over just to watch some anime or to enjoy my weekend. Now, I have given attempts every single day and they'll score themselves how many came true every single day. As you keep practicing and your vibration is very pure, you're really feeling the emotion really purely. There's no mixed energy. You really felt the emotion of the experience before you went into it. 9 out of 10 times it happens exactly as you practiced in your timelessness. And if you keep doing this, eventually, pretty much all your days will be very magical. And pretty much all the things that you try to do will go off really well if you're really holding the right vibration. And over time, because you get whatever you want every single day, because magic happens to you every single day, because wonderful things happen to you every single day, now when you're trying to manifest the bigger stuff, like the love, the health, the money, it's going to be much easier for you because you don't have the barrier of a belief issue. You're good to go. You believe it because good things keep happening to you. See, all of law of attraction is how much I'm ready to receive. How much I'm ready to receive is how convinced I am this is my destiny. And the fact that every day you're achieving wonderful things makes it very easy for you to know that even this becomes your destiny. How you end up doing the most powerful manifestation technique there is, which is timelessness. Now, I'll give you an example, one more example. I did this with my students. We did this for 2 weeks. We just every day, in the beginning of the day, we said something wonderful is going to happen to me today. And at night, we said that about the next day. Something wonderful is going to happen to me tomorrow. And really felt that feeling of what it would feel like for something wonderful to happen. And lo and behold, pretty much every day for those 2 weeks, miracles are unfolding all the time. Wonderful things are happening to us all the time. That's the magic of timelessness. Let's bring it together. So timelessness has, first you see the scene of the event. Then you feel the emotion. You're in that scene. What is the emotion you feel? Then you imagine yourself after that scene and the emotion you feel. And then you make a thought or a remark to yourself saying, wow, what an amazing time I had. What a beautiful event that was. How would you think about that event after feeling so amazing at that event? That's the thought you would produce. And you do that for 17 seconds. That's our timelessness practice. If you're going to do this, just type timelessness in the chat. You can actually change your life in less than 6 months, all areas of life, especially your relationships, especially your finances, especially your health and your career. If you're looking for something to guide you on that path, I have a almost 4-hour class. So it's quite in detail, a huge class, but it's given for free. We're doing it live. You can check out that information in the description. It's called How to Change Your Life in Less Than 6 Months. I'll give you my entire method there for you to practice. You can go home and start practicing it immediately. You can find out more information about that in the description. So if you learned something today about timelessness and you're going to practice it, just type timelessness and I look forward to seeing you in another video. And namaste.